Hey guys, welcome back to Filter Coffee Football. Me and Karthik, Jersey twins and Jersey whatever's with the rest of the Arsenal team because they were wearing the same jersey when they beat West Ham. 2 goals to 1. What a win. Oh
Three
my
points,
God.
three
And
points, three
yeah,
points.
and Europe is secured at this point. Arsenal can finish no less than sixth now. So irrespective of what happens, we're either seeing Europa League or the Champions League. Let's hope it's the latter.
I'm
Uh,
not gonna say anything. I'll just
what
not.
what a match. Let's start with let's make this one thing clear. This was an ugly match. Okay,
Definitely.
neither team played well. Arsenal wasn't at the ropes. West Ham wasn't at the ropes. I was kind of hoping that West Ham would field a weaker squad, given that they have their match against Frankfurt and they are trailing by 1 goal, and Europa League probably isn't quite an option for them at this point. Which is kind of bad for how their season has gone so far. Or I mean, maybe they might still finish in Europa League, but obviously Champions League is what they're after. So being in the semi-finals of the Europa League, I'd figure that they would want to put all their eggs in that basket that close. Not their strongest 11, but still definitely a much more competent side than they put up against Chelsea in the previous match day. But bad performances across the board, man. Oh, good lord.
I mean, when both of your centre backs score goals to win the game, you've got to think about what was happening. And I, for one, am glad that we are converting more set pieces. Uh, Holding scoring off of a corner, Gabriel two scoring off of a corner rebound, or was it a free
Yeah,
kick
yeah. There was a
return? Yeah.
corner that was
No,
sent back in by Martinelli.
yeah, corner to ball goes on to Martinelli. He puts in a ball and header.
And the
And
irony that we scored 2 set piece goals against a team that's known to score on set pieces.
I and I think Fabianski was unlucky because on any other given day that the ball would have probably rebounded straight out, but this time it just went in. Like it was clearly lucky. It wasn't. I mean, good finish to target the lower
I mean, yeah,
end.
it's good force in there as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But any other day, the ball would have bounced out, maybe hit the pole, crossbar, and whatnot. But yeah,
And what a way! You mean Rob Holding with his first Premier League goal of his career? What a time to score your first goal! First off, I am surprised that is his first ever Premier League goal. But what a
81
time!
appearances after
Yeah, I
81
mean,
appearances.
incredible. And one of our better defenders on the pitch, one of our two better defenders, and one of them couldn't even finish the 90. That's starting to be a bit of a worrying story now. And then Gabriel got the goal in the end, but not the best. I mean, clearly quite at fault for that first Jared Bowen goal. I mean, even more so, like my
I, I mean, it was a deflection, but again, you can't really hold it against him. We should have the ball shouldn't have gone through to Jared Bowen in the first place. To be very
exactly.
honest.
That was my weekly completing another 90. But Tavares, man, he really needs to get his act together. This was another. He really epitomized how bad of an Arsenal performance this was. Losing possession multiple times, nowhere close to the defense when you're trying to play out from the back. He's playing way high up. I don't know whether that was an instruction by Arteta because he didn't want that sort of liability anywhere in the final in the home third, or what. But Tavares, I mean, really lucky to see the 90. Honestly, and a lot of that
Maybe it's
probably has to go
because
to.
it's also because he doesn't want Tomiyasu to attack as much because he's still recovering and he's not yet completed a 90, which again will be worrisome.
Yeah.
But you
And
can
then
only, yeah, sorry, go on.
no, no, and then just like with that, I mean, Ben White missed matches. It's amazing that Rob Holding was as good as he was, but White out again. Not sure whether he will be playing against Leeds again at this point. So the injuries are piling on. It's still not pretty sight. Maybe we have the easier. Maybe we've gotten through the harder
I'm not
fixtures, but
going to
still.
say, don't say that, don't say that.
But yeah,
I
let's
mean,
let's
you can,
quickly.
you can only play with the cards that you're dealt with, right? You can't really change your cards mid-season. So
Yeah. Before we come back to the Arsenal performance, let's quickly touch base on West Ham. I mean, their season is kind of outside of the Europa League. Their season has basically petered off. You know, their Premier League form really dove off a cliff into the second half of the season, pretty much towards the end of the year as well. But
Moyes is complaining about injuries, to be very honest. One, he's rarely got fit centre backs across the board. Secondly, if you've noticed, there's also been this case where West Ham have only relied on a few players. Like Moyes is known to keep a very tight squad, and with Europa and other competitions where West Ham did participate, I think it just stretched them out. And the quality of substitutes again dove off of a cliff. Michael Antonio again hot and cold. It's surprising where Jared Bowen is their leading goal scorer in the
yep.
Premier League. He's got 10 goals and Antonio has 7. That raises questions about what is West Ham's forward lineup doing if
Yeah, and the
not
majority
Antonio.
of Antonio's goal came early in the season, right? I think he had like 4 or 5 goals within the first 10 games of the season alone. So they definitely need some sort of a more out and out, a more established attacker in there. That's definitely true. They have been trying to get goals from all departments in their field, but all whatever I said just now, but multiple sources basically, and of course set pieces being their primary bread and butter. It seems over here. I'm just fumbling on words today. But
It's
yeah,
Monday. It's all right. That's all
let's.
right.
Well, do you see them going through against Frankfurt, given their performance here? They're going to travel away to Germany.
They
German
might have
clubs
to
traditionally,
they might have to go hell and high water against Frankfurt, and it's been a while since an English club did that,
yeah.
especially a team that's not been in such competitions for a while.
Exactly, and again, away goals to their advantage, or the lack of away goals to their advantage, because they won't be under pressure to win 2-0 within the 90. They can score one goal and then try and drag the match out if possible. But German clubs, man, those atmospheres are hard to beat. It's going to be a real test for West Ham to actually be able to get through to them. But for whatever it's worth, I do hope that they do go through, just for the sake of the Premier League. But I mean, my money is on RB Leipzig to pick up that trophy there. They shouldn't be in that competition to
Very
begin
well,
with, but if they are there, might as well get a trophy out of it, right?
very well, very well.
But yeah, coming back to Arsenal, 4 more finals. Four. I keep After 3 losses against absolutely winnable opposition, we managed to beat Chelsea, managed to beat United, and managed to beat West Ham back to back to back. Which is, if that doesn't show character, if that doesn't show grit, I don't know what does. That was a very, very combative performance today. I mean, we're saying it was a bad performance, but there was actually some pretty good defending the lead. At no point were West Ham.
To be quite honest, the next 4 games seem more difficult because Leeds. I think Leeds just about have survived. Maybe Tottenham, they are vying for a top 4 position. Everton are on the brink, and Newcastle want to end with a strong finish. So I see the upcoming 4 games to be quite difficult. I'm not certain about how easy those games are going to be, because we have been going on about, yeah, probably we are done with the difficult fixtures, but I think each of the teams that we have to play has something at stake, although it might not really be in terms of a trophy. So it is 4 more finals.
No, you're right in many ways. I mean, Leeds, you said they were. I don't think they are safe actually, especially off the back of the recent result with Burnley winning against Watford. Burnley are actually sitting in 16th, if I'm not mistaken.
Oof.
Leeds are in 17th, and Everton with the win against Chelsea are only 2 points off of Leeds at this point. So it's actually a lot tighter, and Leeds are well in the drop zone right now. So Leeds definitely in there for a big fight as well. Everton super motivated with that win against Chelsea, hard fought win. They will definitely probably be going into the final game of the season trying to survive as well. And fun fact, Newcastle, before their loss to Liverpool, have had the second most points since the start of 2022. So if the season started
So
from January, Newcastle would have been number 2 up until that Liverpool loss. That is how good they have been. So they're definitely not an easy proposition to go to. And like you mentioned, I mean Spurs, that one. But I do believe that if we manage to get wins in the next 2 matches, top 4 should be sealed, because Spurs still have Liverpool. Assuming Spurs even draw that match against Liverpool, and we manage to beat Spurs,
we've got to win.
that should be
We've
dusted.
got to
Yeah,
win.
that should be done
4
and
games,
dusted.
4 finals, 4 victories. That's the only thing I care about. And that should seal top 4 or maybe even third spot. Because a certain club is now gifting away points.
I know. Well, we'll cover that Chelsea debacle maybe in another quick shot, but wow, still all to play for. But Arsenal definitely in the driving seat. Incredible results, nervy performance, but a hard-fought win against West Ham. Top 4 is on the way. European football is guaranteed. Arsenal are on the rise again, and we will see you guys next time. Take care. Thank you so
Slow
much.
and steady.
As always, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, bye.